back to Midlife Explorer. Another Friday afternoon out with Gord. We are actually at Silver Bridge on the Nith River. If you look back a couple of weeks ago, we actually ended our trip down through Ayr at Silver Bridge. And then we've actually paddled down from Canning to Harris a couple of weeks ago as well. But we haven't done this section of this river so far this year. We did it last year. We're not planning on coming back onto this section of the river until later in the fall. The flow rates right now in Canning are at 4 cubic meters per second, which is quite low for the Nith. So I will. This section should be okay though, but I suspect we may be walking a little bit. We were actually planning on going out to Big Creek today, but Gord's sister mentioned that there's actually somebody missing in the Princeton-Drumbo area. So the local fire department's been asking for volunteers to go down the river, which is what we're doing today. We're going to do the 14 kilometers down to Canning, and obviously keep our eyes open, see if we can keep our eyes open for Gary. There's a gentleman that actually has a head injury and is mentally impaired and has been missing since Tuesday. But we will certainly keep our eyes open, and that's the reason why we're back out on the Nith River today. So this 14-kilometer section is all flat water. The only thing you got to worry about coming down this section is depth. And I think we're going to be okay, but we'll certainly pay attention to where the channel's flowing, because we're hoping not to have to walk. It's a nice warm sunny day, so if we have to get out, we have to get out. No big deal. Ooh, that one looked good right there. I think we're doing some scooching today, Gord. Gord always goes straight down the middle.
I look for the spots that aren't going to get me stuck.
Well, I look for where the water's flowing the fastest. Sometimes that works.
Sometimes that's over the shallowest part.
No, sometimes it works, you're right. Most of the time it doesn't. Most of the time in these situations, you're right. I'm wrong. So remember a month ago when we came, I guess it was a month ago, we came that first trip down the Nith. We came down from 12th Side Road down to Silver Bridge.
Yes.
When we came down through Ayr that time, the river was running at 4.8, 4.9. It's running at 2.5 today through Ayr. So we've got half the flow of that day, and we were scooching quite a bit that day.
Oh well.
This section looks like it's a little bit deeper though. Yeah. Which is why it's so flat. This will be more like your favorite paddle, the oxbow. So 14-kilometer paddle between Silver Bridge and the second Canning, which is the best place to pull out. I would think that normally for most folks that might be a 3-hour paddle. For Gord and I, if we were not stopping along the way, it would be 2 hours. If we were trying to get downriver, we're not today. Today's a lazy day. We're taking our time so we can check the riverbanks. But we're probably at least 3.5 hours today on this paddle, because we'll stop twice, stretch our legs, have something cold. Hey Gord, let me know if you see a turtle.
Okay, buddy.
I want to confirm my theory that there are no turtles on the Nith.
Turtle alert activated.
There we go. We were on the Grand River last weekend, and turtles everywhere, and then the weekend before we were up here, and the weekend before that, didn't see a single turtle. So I'm in the orange boat again today, my Heron XT11 or 11XT. This boat's indestructible, which is one of the reasons why I'm in it, but it's also easier to get in and out of if I have to get out, which is the reason why I paddled it when it came down through air. It does not track anywhere near as nicely as my Necky does. But it's pretty damn durable though. Scooch. What's that? You're gonna get beached there, buddy.
I don't think there's any way around this one. What's that? I'm just gonna go this way. I was getting out regardless.
Hey? Yeah, that was left or right, unfortunately, in that one. And actually, the best channel's over here. This is the reason why we weren't planning on coming down this stretch today. I'm just showing everybody what beached looks like.
Beached.
You know what? This boat turns so much easier than my Necky does, though. It doesn't track as well, but it turns better. So I'm in an 11-foot boat. Gord's in a 14.5-foot boat. So I'm going to have an easier time today for sure. If this is the kind of paddling you plan on doing, you know, knocking up and down rivers. Actually, this Heron XT, they sell them in the 9 and 11. I've got both of them. They're good boats for this kind of paddling because they are indestructible, and yet they have a double bulkhead and a watertight compartment behind, so you can take enough stuff to go paddling for the day. And it's pretty light because I put this on the roof of my car, which is the reason why I also bought the Necky, because it's also pretty light. Otherwise, I'd have a boat like Gord's, but I can't get Gord's boat on my roof without his help. Oh, you came through there with a little bit of pace. That was good. I wasn't going fast enough.
This boat's lighter than that.
Eh?
This boat's lighter than that one. It just slides through the water like butter.
It does glide through the water like butter, and once it's got, some momentum, it goes through stuff too. It's good.
Yeah, it's smoother than the dog.
Yeah. As long as you got some pace. If you're going too slow, you get hung up.
When in doubt, go right at her fast. That's what
Yeah, it works every time. You know, I've actually developed a brand new appreciation for the Nith though the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
It's, I like the Grand River, but the beauty of the Nith is you got the place to yourself.
And it's very close to our place.
Yeah, like I was 20 minutes getting here today.
Same.
Yeah. We like the Grand a lot, but if we were doing Cambridge to Paris or Paris to Brantford today, we'd be kind of on the river with a bunch of tubers for sure today. And as you get into the latter part of June and July, it gets quite busy actually. So if you are planning on coming down and paddling the Nith or the Grand or the Speed, you can actually go onto the Grand River Conservation Authority's website. They have a flow rate page, and you can check on it. It's updated every day. And whenever I'm going out on the rivers around here, I always check the flow rates first. Now, most of the rivers are fine. It doesn't really matter what the flow rate is. This one, for example, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what it is, but I'd be careful if it's a little fast. If it's, you know, for example, in Canning, it's running at 60 cubic meters per second. That's pretty fast. I'd make sure you got the right gear on in order to come down to the river when it's running that fast. The challenge with the Nith is how low can it go and you can still get down it. Because this is almost summertime low right now, the river, so it's been pretty dry the last few days here. Yes, I can't hear a word you're saying, buddy. Now I know how you feel. As long as you're moving, it's fine.
Sometimes you gotta kick in the turbo.
One of the reasons why I love living in Innerkip. I got all kinds of places just like this in my backyard. You know, 10, 15 minutes away, I actually have the Thames River actually in my backyard. It's not as wide as this, but it's still a fun little place to paddle. But I really like the Nith. It's growing on me, especially the last section of the Nith. And this, you know, Canning comparison is great. Have to have the right water flows, but even the section through Ayr and down through Silver Bridge is fine.
Should have been all the way over to the right. That's some serious scooching.
No, you were actually better off than I was. You were further to the right, that was better there. I'm following the gourd philosophy, staying in the middle. It doesn't seem to be serving me very well. And now he's following the Dave philosophy.
What you doing there, buddy?
I was just saying to myself, I'm following the gourd philosophy and staying in the middle, but it doesn't seem to be working. Meanwhile, you've all of a sudden changed your strategy and it's working just fine.
I go where the rocks are. So you don't want anything to do with the middle there.
What's that?
You don't want anything to do with the middle there.
Yeah, you're right, you go first.
That new, oh, the deer up on the right.
What's that?
The deer gonna cross right in front of you.
Oh, there. Oh, Jesus. That one?
And babies too. Shit.
Well, you got, I just got it there, right?
I hope so. Oh, here, there's the babies. Oh, I left the little one behind. You're going to be able to get real close to that, but you're going to have a pissed off mama. That thing will probably jump right in your boat. I bet that thing's like 2 weeks old. Poor little thing. That thing will probably jump right in your boat. I bet that thing's like 2 weeks old. Already across. Keeps peeping out every once in a while. Hopefully she comes back and gets it. It's just sitting there waiting. Go get your baby, Mama. Go get your baby. Well, and just when you said we thought we'd never see that again, and sure as shit, kapowie.
Yeah, right? Like 2 weekends in a row. 2 weekends in a row we've had deer run right across us. This time the deer was swimming a lot more river than last weekend.
Yeah. Well,
that's a deep stretch there. Well, hopefully she comes back. The back camera will pick it up if she comes back.
Is that the place? Well, sir, it's off the first hour.
That's better. That way my feet are clean when I get in. All right, first hour, actually, well, technically first battery down the river. I don't know whether it was the first hour, but it was the first battery. Probably an hour downstream now. Nice little section of river. It's good for a paddle. I was just mentioning the board that my daughter and I are planning on getting out. This is a good paddle for the two of us.
Mom and Dad.
It's pretty cool, huh? That's good. That's actually some good footage, actually.
Very cool.
Yeah, see?
Thanks for the show, dear family.
It's made this paddle interesting, actually. This paddle is the same distance as last week, Gordon, when we paddled from Paris down to Grant Park. And we were on...
It'll take us a lot longer today. The river was flowing pretty quick last week.
Yeah, fair enough. And you and I are not paddling very hard either, so...
No. It's a relax day.
Now the section of the Nith that runs through air has got more trees on it. It's more forested, so I actually like that section as well. But the unique thing about the Nith is, you know, between the air section and then this section and then the canning section, the river looks different on each of them, all three of them. So you can see how high the spring flood gets, Gord. You see how high it gets? See that tree over there? It's lifted that tree all the way up the top of that bank. So that's how high this river can get.
That's when we should be riding.
You know what? You know, last year when we came down and it was running 60 cubic meters per second, if we did this stretch
It'd have been that.
on a day like that, it'd be that.
Yeah, it would have been that. Dave trying to catch me so bad getting stuck so he can burn the boat, but he did not.
No, that was not the point, Gord. My point was we picked two different lines and I was showing the difference between the two lines. That's all.
Did you scrape it all? Because you look like you went through pretty good.
I came through pretty good, but there was just a very, very minor touch, yeah.
Yeah, I had to go a bit long on it.
All right, I dare you to go straight here.
Yeah, I got a spot.
Hey?
I got a one. Don't get shallow.
Yeah, that's the challenge with coming down the Nith on a day like today. It's not because it's running fast and you got white water, it's because there's not a lot of water and you got to pick your path.
This would be good fishing in here. Probably why the heron was sitting there too.
All right, I'm not sure we've got a good option here. going. Keep scooching. Well, you haven't scooched yet, so you're doing good. There you go. No scooching required.
I'm so close to being stuck right now.
Hold on, let me grab the front of your boat. Adjust your tilt.
Dave, you can shoot under there, buddy.
Boy, don't do anything wrong, right?
I do. Well, maybe they were smart kids. Maybe they were smart kids.
They are smart kids. They can both paddle. They both know how to.
I think this side's just fine.
I am thinking this is going to be interesting.
As soon as your ass hits the feet, come up, slide down.
A little bit more like a toboggan run, right?
Yeah.
No, you do not need to push me. I'm good. I'm fine. That's it.
I do owe you one. You remember that one time you put me in and turned me back?
I actually love your Drumbro Bridge entry. That's famous, that one, man. That was perfect last year. I love that. I'm going to put that in this video.
Nice.
But I'm going to put more of it than what we...
Put all you want in.
All right, there you go.
I'd like to see anybody try to get in their boat on that.
Almost there, baby.
Okay. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, there you go. I'm going to post it so people don't try to get in Drumbo. Just go down to Silver Bridge. Well, you didn't have to scooch. That was fine. That was just a basic toboggan run.
Oh, good. A couple of scooches and away we go.
Yeah, so if you're worried about scratching your boat, actually you shouldn't be paddling the Grand River either, and you certainly shouldn't be paddling the Nith.
I'm happy to get a couple new scratches every time we go.
Just don't get one of these molded boats. These boats are both, I guess they call it thermoform or whatever it is, but these are molded boats, so they're pretty indestructible.
Go, Buckeye.
I think we're 2-0, aren't we?
Boy, the yoga pays off.
That's a good place to wash them. Actually, it's nice clean water there. Yeah. Probably the best stretch in the entire Nith River to wash your shoes.
Very clean.
Well, I wouldn't say it's clean, but anyway. I can see why they'd want to drift this little section though. You don't have to be going very fast. It's a nice hour and a half.
Sometimes you gotta pay the price for the big boats.
You know what? Next time we do this, if you want to borrow one of my smaller ones, man, you're welcome to borrow one of my old towns. Okay? We're not done yet, though. I might end up on the scoreboard soon. So we're about 13 kilometers downstream now from Silver Bridge. We're starting to head into a headwind. Wind's picking up, but that's fine. Not much further to go now. Didn't really notice anything along any of the banks, so unfortunately we weren't able to help with the search for Gary, but paddle was nice. Nice stretch of river, actually. I'd do it again. It's a good section if you've got, you know, other commitments and you don't want a long paddle. Because you can get this done, we'll be done before 5, and we didn't put in until 1:45. So it's a good little paddle. And actually, you know, the canning is running, I think just, I think it's 4.1 to 4.3 cubic meters per second anyway. Canning's not running very fast, and yet the river's actually been okay. There's been a couple spots in the shallow, but we've managed. So, although Gord's trying, you know, his hardest to get me stuck, though, he's bound and determined to do so. I could have gone on the right there, but I would have been fine. I'm going to stop talking and start watching what I'm doing.
Very shallow now, buddy.
Yeah, anyway, that was a good section of the Nith, and something we've done before, and definitely something we will do again. I think it'll get included into our annual paddles, because there's only so many places that you can go when the water levels are low. and this one was fine. So I hope you enjoyed the paddle, and we'll see you next week. I think the score is now 4-0.
Piece of cake.
I do think the score is 4-0 though.
It's all good.
Gotta make it interesting, Gord.
I'm gonna.
We gotta do something on the river, because it's not exactly an exciting paddle. It's fine, I enjoy it, but it's not canning the pears, that's for sure. It is getting shallow, man. Holy shit. This is shallow.
Now it's at the point where I just say fine.
To the right would have been better, Gord, not center channel, buddy. Still little turtles. We saw 3 deer and a fawn, an eagle, a couple of hawks, a bunch of heron. And a nice paddle on this river today, actually, in spite of the fact that it's shallow. And yeah, if you're not careful, you're getting out and walking, but I've enjoyed it. There's your bridge, Gord. So we're just off to the right after this, buddy. So this is Silver Bridge to the second Canning Bridge. It's a 14-kilometer paddle. For us today, it was probably 3.5 hours. We did take 2 breaks though. And the river is running through this section here at 4.3 cubic meters per second, which is the lowest that we've come down any part of the Nith River. But it was still pretty decent. Actually, I think we can get down here in the summertime if it's flowing this fast. So if Canning's in the 4s, you can get down. Air's 2.9 today, I think. Good paddle. Enjoy it. There we go. That's the spot right there. All right. So that's okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'll let you get up first. Pull it up. All right. Now I can ask. What did you think of the paddle?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not top 10 though, right?
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't terrible, buddy.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the oxbow.
Yeah, for sure.